Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you how to call the market top and bottom. I'm going to reveal another trick we did, how we were able to call the market bottom utilizing that trick that works in the current environment. Not only that, I'm going to show you something that I showed you yesterday, the day before, and even on Sunday night for how to call the top of the market as well. It's not magic. It's actually easy, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Have a stress-free trading day, make some money, and I'm going to teach you something new. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. I know there's blood in the streets, and everything is plummeting, and people are nervous, and people are losing money, and people are getting stopped out, and people are doing things. I mean, we literally went through a lot of ways on how you could prevent yourself doing that. But before I show you how to call the bottom and top of the Qs and spiders in real time, how to do that. Before we do that, there's something I need in return. Much like the mafia, if I scratch your back, you must scratch mine. I need you to read this next slide. Pause it, read it in its entirety, and then hit play. Thank you so much for reading that. Well, now that you did something for me, I only find it fair that I do something for you. So what I'm going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm just going to show you a very simple 5-minute chart of the triple Qs today. And here were our triple Qs. So you're looking there and you're probably like, Mark, could you call the bottom over here and the top over here? Are you able to do something like that? Yes, actually, pretty easily. And it's sort of one of the other tricks that I use, and I do have many tricks up my sleeve. Ironically, don't have any sleeves on right now. I have my cool Philip Stein watch. Um, I'm not wearing any sleeves, but I will show you how we accurately were able to call this. I was actually prepping for this video. So the way we called the top of the market was the same way in which I showed you over the past week, but I didn't actually teach you how to call the bottom of the market. And this is a trade that I believe it was my best trade of the day here, calling the bottom of the triple Qs, literally just buying triple Q calls. So right over here, what I want you to do is if you're on either TC2000 or freestockcharts.com, either one, what I want you to do is watch how you call the bottom of the market. You just hit that little plus, and you go down to where it says right here, it says pivot points. Click that. And what you're going to notice is the Qs broke S3 support, flushed under 207, flushed underneath 208.75. I started buying in it like around 208.60 in terms of option calls after I bought in. I didn't buy 208.60 on the way up. I was actually buying it on the way down. I bought 208.60 here, flushed down to 207.79. So figure I was down like 80, 85 cents, whatever, wherever you might have gone filled, 80, 85 cents, 90 cents. Doesn't even matter on a day like today. Flushes down against me and then explodes. But what is the difference? Well, some of you are looking at this saying, well, where would my stop in? That's the real interesting point here, because you were supposed to tear down today to give yourself more wiggle room and catch the bigger move. In all honesty, how many of you guys out there were setting stops at the bottoms of candlesticks if you were long, or at the top of candlesticks if you were short, ended up getting squeezed out of a trade? It didn't happen to me today. I'm just raising my hand because I need some oxygen underneath my armpits. Um, how many people actually did that today and lost money, got chopped around, losing money, doing nothing but that? Because you set a stop at the top of a candlestick or stop at the bottom of a candlestick like a prior candlestick, and it ended up clipping you out. See, for me, while it was going down, as it went that, whatever, 80 cents, let's call it against me for number's sake, As it went down after I bought it here, 80 cents against me, I'm saying the whole time, I'm like, all right, my calls are down 25, 30 cents at the moment. I'm still holding them. I'm talking in a very relaxed voice, similar to how I'm talking to you right now, because a lot of people get nervous. If I was a broadcaster and I was coming out to you saying, oh my God, this thing is going against me. I don't know what I'm going to do here. A lot of people would have lost money on that trade. Instead, being calm, collected, and everything, I was able to hold it. And of course, the Qs absolutely exploded here to the upside. Me? You know how many Q calls I sold here? Zero. How about on this green bar? Zero. How about on this green bar? Zero. How about on this? How about over here? I sold out after it exploded above 209. That was it. My calls moved higher. I locked in a really nice profit. A lot of traders must have made 4 or 5 figures in the room just off a simple move like that. Now, if you left a runner on and it kept going, beautiful. God bless you. The trade is over. I didn't know at this point if we were going to pop up and then head lower, pop up and have that be the bottom of the day. So far, it looks like we called the bottom of the entire market by calling that bottom there in real time. Now, you might be looking at the top here saying, Mark, how would have you called the top of the market here? Makes no sense. Is it because it's on S1 resistance over here on your pivot points? No, that has nothing to do with my calculation. But watch this. I'm going to bring you back to the exponential 100 moving average, something I've been doing videos all week about, showing you what a 100 moving average looks like on a 5-minute chart. So right over here, as the Qs broke 214.32, it broke the 100 moving average, hit 214.37, and plummeted 40 a dollar 46 in 5 minutes. I'm not saying that you're holding your short down here. If you did, again, God bless you. That's you. Now, I wasn't part of this trade as I was prepping for videos and I'm running an open house, admittedly so. But the point is, I was part of the bottom trade. The point is, I want you to see, because there were people in the room who did catch this, I want you to see the positivity behind ideas like this. I want you to see the positivity of trying to catch something like that off of the 100 moving average to the downside, because it works. We were talking about this trade all week. Remember, it was kind of funny how even yesterday we were showing you an example of how to call the top of the market over here. Yesterday morning when it hit the 100 moving average and dropped. Isn't that funny how it did that? Isn't that funny how the triple Qs, you could use that same 100 moving average yesterday to call a top in the market before it plummeted and at least gave you money for it? Same thing happened just now between 1250 and 1255. Now you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, all right, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty valuable. But what is the true value? I mean, I sort of gave you the answer for how I'm trading this week. I sort of gave you the answer for what I'm doing to make money in an environment like this, or at least some of the things I'm doing, a few other things here as well. But if you were to just focus on that and nothing else, I humbly believe that you could be a profitable trader. I humbly believe that you are increasing at least your odds of success exponentially. And by following these things, I can tell you right now, I am 100% sure that in the future, sometime in the future, at a date in which I cannot tell you because I simply don't know, the market is going to evolve and change, and these little silly moving averages that I'm showing you are not going to work as effectively. But when the market finally does change and evolve, I'm going to have new cute strategies. Now, I know you guys watching the videos are enjoying this content and you're seeing how we call the top and bottom of the markets so effectively, but I'm going to have new strategies, and I share these strategies generally. I don't want to say exclusively, but let's call them 95 to 98% of the strategies. I share them exclusively with the Newsbeat live room. I just wanted during this open house to give you a taste of what we do here and actually show you its efficacy in a real-time basis. Generally what Wall Street likes to do is they like to show you old P&Ls, things that they did months ago, years ago, some cases decades ago. That's really kind of sleazy. And then what they like to do is they like to show you what happened back then to leave their strategies and methodologies unquestionable. And then I'm supposed to sit back and cherry pick. And oh, by the way, I showed you the triple Qs. I traded the Qs. I didn't trade the spiders, but here's the spiders bottoming after hitting S3 support. Here's the spiders. This was a bad print here, 311.56. Here's the spiders getting right above the pink line here and then dropping. So it worked on the spiders as well. It wasn't cherry picking. And just so you know, like you don't have to trade the Qs and spiders. Look at any stock of what it did after 10:35 a.m. today. Any stock after 10:35 a.m. There were traders trading Apple, buying it off the day lows. There are traders buying Amazon off of the day lows. There are traders buying Google off the day lows. There are traders buying Facebook before it exploded up. There are traders buying Goldman Sachs probably before it shot up. You could have been buying Morgan Stanley. Almost every single name in the market shot up. And see how cute here? Even if you were trading Morgan Stanley, look, it bangs against here, gives you a nice short trade. You see that? You see how that works? I'm using stupid examples in showing you the strategy working, examples that I didn't even use today. Do you understand how effective a statistically viable methodology is? And let me tell you, so many people are getting so concerned with the coronavirus and all these coronavirus trades. Well, you have traders in the Newsbeat live room, even though, of course, it's part of the discussion because of the issue. They're just focusing in on their charts, they're just focusing in on their names, and they're just nailing the markets and making money. We even have a new, I consider it a full value service, but it's actually just going to be inclusive. Your Newsbeat Live subscription. We call it Newsbeat Live 100% trades, and we're able to catch Domino's Pizza. Stamps moved over 1,000%. I only caught 300%. I'll admit that I don't even catch it. But even if you just took some of our earnings names, which again is soon going to be just exclusive for Newsbeat Live members, and by soon I mean starting next Monday. This was our earnings list. We put 3 names out for you yesterday, 3:08 p.m., February 26th. Etsy long, Teladoc long, HGV short. You realize how valuable this Twitter feed is? It used to cost money, now it's free. We try to give you as much as humanly possible. I want to show you what Etsy looked like on earnings. This was Etsy, ladies and gentlemen, off of earnings from what we gave you yesterday. Closed at 50.69, opened up at $55.42. Yeah, it got as high as 60 on a day like today. Not only that, we gave you Teladoc. Closed at 116.86, opened up at $139. Okay? That's over a $22 gap up on Teladoc. Not only that, we gave you HGV for a short. It closed at $27.24, opened up at $26.77. Easy money. Not only that, there was more. Because as if showing you everything I showed you did not convince you that you are at least barking up the right tree by being within the Newsbeat live room. Because honestly, you weren't convinced then. Look, I respect that. You wanted more. I'm going to show you something that I had to go change my underwear after I saw this morning. It was just that exciting for me. And I'm going to just go ahead and show you this right now. Right over here. We call it our Newsbeat 100% ideas. And they're basically trades in which we're looking to make 100% of our money. We took this yesterday, 3:32 p.m. on February 26th. Can you let us know on Twitter when you get out? Boat is loaded, LOL. Paid $2.06 for the 407.5 calls in Netflix today. Look at what Netflix did on a gap down day where the market is down. Look at what Netflix is doing. The Qs are down $5.30. Netflix is weighted in the Qs. Look at what Netflix did today. Whoosh, whoosh, shot up to $391.56. Our calls tripled. I sold the last of it when I was up over 100%. When I was up over 100%, that was it. 100%. Done. 100% going long a Netflix with no real news flow to affect the stock. on one of the bigger down days in years. One of. It's on the higher percentage, top 1% of down days, right? Catching Netflix. You tell me. You tell me if there's value behind that. Calling the top of the market, calling the bottom of the market. Again, the top of the market, I was prepping for this video, but people in the room caught it as I didn't do that one. Calling names like Etsy long before they explode up. Calling names like Teladoc long before they explode up. Calling names like Netflix on one of the bigger down days before it shoots up with no earnings. All I can tell you is the market keeps changing. I'm happy to show you some of the things that we do now. It's sort of me like, walking around with one of those like long trench coats and like just going like this to you and opening up and showing you what's inside. I'm trying to give you an experience of the things that we do here and why because some people they don't understand how are these traders in the Newsbeat live room so consistent? Why are there so many profitable traders here? Because we're keeping things truly simple and stupid. I find it funny when people try to say they keep it simple and stupid. Really? I'm showing you a little line and a little thing that you could add in your chart for free that will call the bottom of one of the most hectic markets and one of the most hectic weeks in human stock market history. Now, you tell me who's really keeping it simple and stupid. You show me who's really putting out the good stuff out there, or who's just boasting, reminiscing about their past, about what they did so long ago, how they made millions of dollars years ago and months ago, and how that was so great, and how their Lamborghini is such a beautifully polished red. You tell me who's filling your face with fluff and fallacies as opposed to just showing you something real, something that you could evolve to, something you could adapt to, and whether you took one trade this week or not, whether you lost money, whether you made money, I'm hoping that you can see the value in what we have to offer. I have good news and bad news for you guys. Which one do you guys want first? I'm asking the Newsbeat live room. Good news or bad news first? The good news? The good news is you could still experience the Newsbeat live open house for one more full day. There's a link in the description. The good news is also you also get my free psychology ebook as well. Do you guys want the bad news now? The bad news now is you could only experience the Newsbeat Live Open House for just one more day. And then you must join our family, which we will welcome you with open arms into what we do here. We will continuously keep you updated with strategies and methodologies that are working, as opposed to nickeling diming you every 3 steps of the way with another new educational product that we found the next greatest thing. Being part of the Newsbeat Live Room is a lifestyle. It's not a subscription where we send you a magazine in the mail every month where we forget your name. I hope you guys enjoyed this Newsbeat show. Happy trading, make money, and I will see you guys right now in the Newsbeat Live Room Open House tonight at 7:30 on the Newsbeat show. After the Newsbeat show, where we answer all your questions, problems, technical stuff, etc. on the Newsbeat Live levels, and tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat Live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful, wonderful trading day.